Yes, people, what is going on? I hope you are all good. It's new kit time. Chelsea and Nike have released a new kit for the 2021-2022 season, and I'm one of the people that actually quite likes it. I know it's not necessarily got that much of a great reception from what I've seen online. It's been leaked for a little while. Let's waste no time. This is the kit here. As you can see, I mean, it's exactly what we've seen online for the last couple of weeks. There's been rumours, there's been leaks, it's been actually leaked for quite a while, to be fair. I quite like it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I'll come on to it a little bit more of what I think about it, and we'll kind of go through some of the details. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. I'm trying to push for 20k by the end of the Euros. I think it's very achievable. It might have been achievable before the Euros, but hey, I don't know. I'm not going to pressure myself to that. 20k by the end of the Euros, and I'll be absolutely over the moon. Let's get into this kit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the detailing here, because the detailing is something I really want to talk about. Let's talk about the pattern actually first before we go into that detailing. It's mad, but it's inspired by 60s groove, and this is exactly what Nike have done previously. They want to try and make kind of Chelsea's kits a bit more kind of fashion ready. Now, the 60s was a very interesting time, especially in London. I don't quite know if it's worked on this occasion. As a football kit, I quite like it, but I don't know whether it's going to absolutely bang in terms of the fashion market. I think it's very nice. I think it's very loud and out there. I just don't think it's as slick as modern day fashion would probably allow it to be. If you haven't seen the video as well, the kit launch video is actually very good, where they talk about the 60s and they go through some of the different things. I've put a couple of screenshots in here so you can see. It's a very good video. Go and check it out on various social media platforms, to be fair. But the checkers going into the zigzags, it's not everyone's cup of tea. And I'll be honest with you, I thought it was going to be a bit more of a kind of gradual incline towards it, but it's very much zigzags, stop, checkers. And it's okay, I think. It's all right. It's not a really big out there kit that's going to be an absolute fan favourite for years. But I think you every now and again have to have a kit like this, because I think if you go all the time, less is more, less is more, less is more, you kind of want to have something a little bit more interesting, a little bit more exciting, and I think this is it. Again, it's got a V-neck, which is great to see as well. I mean, on the pictures, it seems like it's a lot higher, but it's not. It's just a normal V-neck. And on the back of it, it's got CFC embroidered into the back of it, which I find really cool. Of course, it's got the yellow up the side as well, which is something that we were well aware that was going to happen. It came after the 1970 FA Cup kit that we re-released, with the little bit of yellow on it. I think it slaps, and I think yellow is a part of Chelsea's history, so I'm quite happy to see a kit with the yellow in it. The kind of bolt thing down the side, I don't quite know what it's called. The yellow trim down the side anyway, looks like it's a lightning pattern. Nike have done it a lot recently with different kits. They did it with Liverpool's kit last year. They did it with England's kit at the moment. I think it works quite well, truthfully. I don't know if people are going to be massively, offended by it, but I think it works quite nice. So I just think the yellow kind of gives it a little bit more of a pop. The original release and the original rumours was talking about having a yellow badge and then a white 3 logo. I do like the fact that the badge actually is in just normal colour. I quite like that. I am very appreciative that the actual logo is in a normal colourway, not just in yellow, as I think that would be kind of too much yellow and not enough white. I think it's quite a nice balance. It would have been quite interesting to see if the 3 logo was in yellow and then the Chelsea badge was in yellow, but, it's one of those ones we'll never know, unfortunately. Of course, we've got 3 and Hyundai on the shirt as well. That doesn't change. They're both in white, and again, I just think it adds that little bit in favour of the Chelsea badge, which I think is the most important part of the shirt. But actually, as a shirt, I think it's all right. I really do. Let's go into the shorts now, because they are pretty much the same. They're shorts, do you know what I mean? Again, the yellow trim, the yellow swoosh, I think looks quality. I think it's one of those kits that looks better in the Vapor version, which is the pictures I'm showing you in the Vapor version. Let me very quickly show it to you in the replica as well. This is what it looks like in the replica. I think I'll probably be getting the Vapor one, but I just think it's a great kit. I really do. It's different. It is different. I wouldn't necessarily be all over it if it was a different team, but the fact that it's my team, yeah, I'll get behind it. I completely will. The socks are a little bit more interesting than they have been previously. They're still white, of course, but they have got the blue and yellow trim around it, which is quite nice. It's just like, it's nice to break it up. I think it's a really decent kit, and of course it's got the CFC above the Nike on the socks as well. Here's a screenshot of it as well, with name and number on the back. Again, the Premier League kit, you'll know what it is. We're keeping the same text as well, I believe, for next season terms of the cup print, which is great to see. This kit will also be worn in the FA Cup final for the men's team on Saturday, and it will also be worn in the Champions League final by the ladies team on Sunday. Good luck to them for that one. Let's just read through what they have on the Chelsea app and what they basically said about the kit. Constructed with 100% recycled polyester fabric, which is made from recycled plastic bottles. Very good to see. The new home kit created by Nike is inspired by the designs of the OP art movement. The dynamic blueprint represents energy and vibrancy, synonymous with the new wave that is propelling the club forward. Mason Mount said, "This shirt is the most eye-catching yet and is unique from others I've worn. I think it will be a big hit with Blues across the globe. I feel like it really represents a younger generation rising up through the ranks, and I love the sustainability behind it. It's really important to be mindful of our impact on the environment, and it's great to see football leading the way on sustainability." And I completely echo that. Look, I don't think there's anything more you can say. I mean, it will be some people's massive preference. It will be some people's absolute nightmare. I'm going to be buying it. I think it really looks good. And I think it's one of those ones that if you don't have it now, all of a sudden next year when Chelsea win the Premier League, because we all know it's going to happen, you'll be absolutely kicking yourself. So I think it's going to be one of those ones for your future. I think it might go down in the history books if we win silverware, depending on what that silverware is. But I think to just completely disregard it early doors is something that I wouldn't do. And I think a lot of Chelsea fans, although they are saying that they hate it on social media, will probably end up buying it at some point anyway. I think it's a really decent kit design. It's different, it's out there, it's a little bit more kind of bold, but it doesn't mean it's a bad kit. And I really rate it, I really do. Anyway guys, that's just my opinion. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. We'll be doing more of these, of course, when the second kit and the third kit come out later on in the year. But yeah, for now, take care, stay safe, up the Chelsea, and I'll see you soon.